Chapter 3. The Big Picture, Economic and Regulatory Aspects. Here is a list of some of the controversies surrounding advertising. Does it affect product value? Does it cause higher or lower prices? Does it make us buy things we don't need, affect us subliminally, affect demand? Does it influence our choices? Does it encourage materialism? Does it promote or discourage competition? Does it debase language? And does it affect art and culture? Let's return once more to the free market economic principles: self-interest, many buyers and sellers, complete information, and absence of externalities. Let's take a look at the economic impact of advertising. As you can see from this slide, there is a positive relationship between advertising expenditures and personal wealth. The book talks about the billiard ball concept. How do we explain that? Well, advertising is distributed through media, the communicators. We have the customers, the consumers, trade customers. Then we have all the organizations involved: competition, retailers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, suppliers, resources, and the individuals involved: stakeholders, directors, managers, employees, subcontractors. What is the economic impact? We take a look at the product value. We assume it implies quality, enhances images, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and educates consumers. With respect to prices and competition, ads are paid for by the consumer. It promotes mass production, and with increased sales, there will be a price drop, or there may be support. Consumer demand, what does that involve? Well, the primary aspect would be the product category. Let's say for a moment laundry detergent. The secondary category would be a particular brand, such as Tide. Consumers have choices. Advertising encourages unique products and services. New, better brands dominate, and there are wider choices for consumers. Do we really need 25 different brands of laundry detergent? In an economy that produces more goods and services than can be consumed, advertising keeps consumers informed about alternatives and allows companies to compete more effectively. Let's take a look at the social impact criticisms from the short-term arguments. Deception, puffery. What do we mean by puffery? This is an advertising term. It is a statement that can be neither proved nor disproved. An example of puffery is San Diego, America's finest city. Deception would also include false promises and incomplete descriptions. Do we as consumers all go and look at the fine print that's involved in a 5-page document when you sign up for a new telephone service? And there may be unfair practices, false comparisons, bait and switch. When you go into a store intending to buy a branded item, it is not available and you are switched to the competitive item. Visual distortions. We know all about Photoshop. False demonstrations, false testimonials, partial disclosure, and, as I mentioned previously, the very fine small print qualifications. The long-term macro arguments are we stereotyping? Are there too many ads? We are in fact exposed to between 1,000 and 1,500 messages daily. Are the ads offensive? And what social impact do they have? Once again, in this particular class, we return to ethics and social responsibility. Ethics, morally right. Socially responsible, society views as best. So responsible advertising should include promote well-being, draw crowds to events, influence elections, and promote harmony and stability. So these are the interrelated components of ethics, and we've discussed these in previous classes. How does a government regulate advertising? It can do through national organizations, state organizations, or municipal organizations. Current U.S. regulatory issues before the Supreme Court and other courts in the land include speech or commercial speech, the controversy surrounding tobacco, advertising to children, and consumer privacy. There are, here in the United States, several federal regulation agencies. They include FTC, FDA, FCC, Patent and Trademark Office, and the Library of Congress. State and local regulations include the following: